Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're kicking off an epic quest. This isn't just about learning to code. No, this is about unlocking a career at the very top of the tech world. And this right here, this is your ultimate roadmap to get there. So, have you ever just sat there and pictured yourself building the next killer feature at Google? Or maybe optimizing the massive logistics network for Amazon? Or even engineering the streaming tech that powers Netflix? Well, that dream is way closer than you might think, and it all boils down to mastering one critical skill. You got it. Data structures and algorithms. DSA is kind of the gatekeeper for those dream jobs. It's the language that all the top tech companies speak, and today we're going to show you exactly how to become fluent. Okay, so every great adventure has to start somewhere, right? Before we can even think about climbing those mountains of complex problems, we've got to forge our basic tools. This first stage is all about building a foundation that is rock solid. Starting smart is absolutely key. First up, you got to pick your weapon of choice. Python, Java, or C++ are all fantastic for DSA. Next, you need to learn to think like a programmer, and the best way to do that is by visualizing your logic with flowcharts and pseudocode. And finally, you have to master the fundamentals of your chosen language. We're talking syntax, loops, functions, until you can do them in your sleep. All right, our gear is ready, so it's time to start the climb. I want you to think of data structures as different levels of a mountain. Each one builds on the last, and with every level, we get closer and closer to the peak of our abilities. We're going to start our climb at base camp with the absolute essentials. Arrays and strings. These are your bedrock for storing data in a sequence. Then you've got linked lists, which add a ton of flexibility, letting you pop items in or out without shifting everything around. Stacks and queues are all about managing data in a specific order. Think of a stack like your browser's back button. Last in, first out. A queue is just like a line at a coffee shop. First in, first out. Simple, right? And finally, you need to get comfortable with the math behind time and space complexity. This is like your compass, making sure your code is fast and efficient. Now we're getting to the good stuff, reaching the summit. We're going to conquer trees, which are perfect for anything with a hierarchy, like the file system on your computer. Then we'll tackle graphs, which are all about networks. Think social media connections or a map of roads between cities. Hashing is basically magic. It's the secret sauce behind dictionaries that lets you look up data almost instantly. And for those of you who are feeling extra adventurous, there are expert trails like tries, which can seriously supercharge things like autocomplete search. Each one of these is a powerhouse tool for a specific kind of problem. So, if data structures are the mountains, then algorithms, they're the superpowers you get from climbing them. And trust me, these aren't just some dry academic concepts. These are powerful techniques that let you solve incredibly complex problems with style and speed. Let's talk about a big, scary-sounding term for a second, dynamic programming. We're going to demystify it right now. All it is really is a clever trick for solving a massive problem by breaking it down into smaller pieces. And here's the key part, remembering the answers to those small pieces. Think of it like building with Legos. Use small, already solved parts to build something huge without having to start over from scratch every single time. Think of this as your algorithm spellbook. You've got sorting and searching spells to bring order to chaos at lightning speed. You've got greedy algorithms, which are awesome for optimization problems, where you just make the best possible choice at each step. We've got dynamic programming, our powerful Lego building technique. And of course, backtracking and divide and conquer. These are your go-to strategies for tackling huge problems by splitting them up or exploring every single possible path to find the absolute best one. Okay, you've built your foundation, you've learned the magic, now it's time for the final trials. This is where we turn all that practice and all that knowledge into an actual paycheck. This is where you prove what you can do and claim your prize. Every hero needs a training ground, and these platforms are your arenas. LeetCode, Codeforces, Geeks for Geeks, and HackerRank. This is where you go to battle against thousands of problems. It's where you'll sharpen your skills and get ready for the real-world challenges you'll face in technical interviews. And hey, you don't have to go on this journey alone. Think of these courses as having a seasoned guide to show you the way. Whether you're just starting out or you're prepping for those really advanced interviews, platforms like these offer a structured path that can really accelerate your progress. So what's waiting for you at the end of this quest? An incredible career, that's what. Mastering DSA opens up so many doors to roles like software development engineer, algorithm engineer, even data scientist. You're not just learning to code here, you're becoming a professional problem solver. And where can that take you? To the very companies that are literally shaping our world: Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Netflix. These aren't just company names. They are the top recruiters who are actively looking for people with the exact skills you're about to master. This, right here, is the ultimate prize. So, what's the secret formula to get there? It's actually pretty simple. You combine a strong understanding of the theory with consistent daily practice on those coding platforms, and then you prove your skills by building real projects. That's it. That is the undeniable equation for success. The path is laid out right in front of you. Every step, every challenge, and every reward is crystal clear. The only question left is the most important one of all. When are you going to take that first step and begin your adventure?